Hello everyone. Welcome to July edition of Centrum Wealth Monthly Outlook. In June, we had a series of events taking place which caught our attention. But like any other month, while the news flow changed every month, every day, the key to making long-term wealth creation remained the same. Be patient and allow the power of compounding to work in our favor by giving it the luxury of time. The most important event, to my mind, which caught everyone's eye, was the interim peace in the US-Iran escalation that had consumed us ever since Feb of this year. The immediate impact of this was visible in the fall that we saw in crude prices. As we speak today, crude is trading below $70. And if it sustains at this level, then the heightened concerns around inflation will be answered very easily, and we may not see the rate hikes that the street was fearing to be undertaken by these central banks globally. On that point, in June, we saw different global banks taking different approaches so far as the monetary policy was concerned. On one side, we had a Japan and a ECB raising rates. On the other side, we had countries like India and Canada pausing rates. And then we had Fed under the new chairmanship. While it decided to pause rates, the dot plot turned out to be a lot more hawkish, causing the street to expect a minimum of 2 to 3 rate hikes in the remainder of this calendar year. Another important event that caught everyone's attention this month was the volatility in the AI theme. It started with Broadcom's dilution in the earnings estimate for Q3, which caused more than a double-digit volatility in the South Asian indices and nearly a very high single-teen volatility in NASDAQ and the US indices. Add to it, towards the end of the month, we had the Korean government placing a proposal to tax the unrealized gains, which further caused volatility in the AI theme. If I recollect correctly, the Korean markets halted trading for nearly 3 times in the last month. Amidst all this, we also saw SpaceX getting listed. One of the best stories that I have seen in the recent past. It also got caught in this AI misfiring, and the stock did trade for a very short while below $150, which was the price at which it listed on day one. But as we speak today, again, the stock is trading at a handsome gain to the first day opening price. That has been the most important piece, that in spite of all these corrections that we have seen in the month of June, if we ignore the inter-month volatility and look at it from a month-over-month perspective, majority of the stocks and indices have either ended in green or only marginally in red. Therefore, the AI theme continues to remain strong. Let's come on India. We started the month with RBI MPC meeting. It was a very important event. We landed up seeing some good measures being undertaken by RBI in the format of exempting the interest and capital gains for FPIs investing into Indian government securities, as well as we saw a new avatar of the FCNR program being launched by RBI. The immediate impact of the same was visible on dollar rupee, which started trading from 96-97 range into 94-95 range. I guess by the time we end the FCNR program, which is scheduled for September 30th, I won't be surprised if India lands up seeing dollar inflows in the range of $50 to $70 billion. The tax exemption extended to FIs was also welcomed wholeheartedly by the foreign investors, and in the month of June, we landed up seeing net inflows in the handle of 30,000 crores into the fixed income securities. Importantly, the earnings growth estimates for FY27 is being pegged in the handle of 12% to 14% across various brokers. Earnings remains the key to the success of India growth story. Today, India is trading at 5% discount to its 7-year average. The growth story is further underpinned by the fact that the advanced tax collections for this month on June 15th turned out to be in excess of 15% YOY growth. Another key event which caught everyone's eyes was the sharp correction that we witnessed in gold and silver. Important support zones of $4,000 per ounce and $60 per ounce respectively got broken. According to me, it gives a very good entry point for people sitting on the sidelines. This is a very good level to invest one big tranche of our dry gunpowder into gold and silver from a longer term perspective. To sum it up, for all investors, I will say that Indian equity markets are trading at good levels and we should look at investing one tranche of our money in the Indian equity at this level. On gold and silver, again, as I said, we should look at deploying one big tranche at these levels. On fixed income, private credits continue to remain an area of key interest for our client portfolios, giving them an opportunity to compound their allocation in the handle of 12 to 14%. Private credits, private equity, and unlisted opportunities abound in the market, and we have to be very careful while investing into them. To end, I will say time and patience is the key to compounding for our portfolios. Thanks a lot.